Alrighty, we're back, hopefully with better results this time around. We'll see what happens. I would kill for a quickening shank. I get the feeling that my frame rate is still going to be crap. So I may not be able to stream until I do the upgrades. Oh god, yeah, it sounds terrible. Ugh. Even at the lowest possible setting, I'm having trouble streaming tonight. That's so bad. My feet fade through the floor at this point. That's funny. Alright, guys. Well, looks like Dark Souls is not gonna be... Maybe. I don't know whether to go for it or to let it be. I may just let it go for tonight. I think I have an Estus shard.
Wasn't he?
I guess I do not have an Estus shard.
But be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen tonight, guys. So the good news is I'm upgrading my rig on July 30th. I have a date set. I got a friend coming over to help me out with it. And I guess we can't even level up. That's embarrassing. So I've got a date set for the update. No, it's not going to work. It is better, but it's not where it needs to be. My faith is garbage. How is my faith so bad? Could really use some more HP. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm gonna see about streaming something else tonight. We'll do Dark Souls a little later. So just bear with me a minute, and we'll see what we can do. Because damn it, I'm gonna stream tonight, one way or another. I know. I'm aware of this problem, thank you very kindly. Alright, let me take a look at my game profile here real quick and see what I can play. If Sec Ops wasn't such an issue for me, I would play EVE Online on stream, but I prefer my operations to be a little bit more secretive than that. Serial M Ultimate has an update. Do I play Serial M Ultimate, or do I play... You know what I could play is the Stormancer. Haven't played that in a hot minute. I could play Max. I haven't played Max in a long, long time. Re-Legend, Stardew Valley, I don't know. I don't want to play Stardew Valley anymore since I lost, chicken. Since I lost, the village I had going with, Emily. Could play RimWorld. No, you're fine. That's fair, Jojo. That is absolutely fair. I feel like I'm going to end up with the same complications if I play Grounded on stream that I did with Dark Souls 3. So we're going to test that real quick. We're going to test it just a little bit. Yeah, I did try playing Dark Souls without the stream running, and it runs just fine on basically max settings. So the issue is the stream itself, which as soon as I get my upgrade, it'll work fine. So that's the downside. There we go. Let's update the stream. All right, successfully updated. We are now playing Grounded. Well, we will be in a second anyway. It's absolutely a RAM or CPU bottleneck. Like I said before, all of my equipment is 10 years old, with the exception of the GPU, which is only 2 years old. So we're running into a massive complication of just degrading hardware. I have a brand new hybrid HDD SSD, so it's not the HDD SSD that's the problem. It's absolutely 100% the old hardware. So once I upgrade at the end of July, which hopefully will only take a few hours, we should be absolutely solid. Absolutely solid. At least that's my expectation. Hey, we don't have any audio jumping. We don't have any skipping. Maybe I'll be able to play Grounded. Who knows? Yeah, Jojo, all my components are here. CPU's here, the Mobo's here, the RAM is here, and the PSU is here. So, and honestly, the only reason I even bought a new PSU, yeah, we're not gonna do this while I'm on stream. Sorry, guys, you're not getting my Xbox login information. New game for the new mod, or the new expansion. Creative with bugs. Haha, no, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm Willow. Willow Branch.
Medium is fine. Looks like they did some optimization with the most recent update, which is great. Pleases the crap out of me. I'm not planning on playing multiplayer right now, so it's fine. I didn't even think to move my face over it, but it's no big deal. Oh, good. Can already tell there's going to be frame rate issues.
Nightmare. My favorite.
All right, let's let the world load.
Well, what version is it? Endless cave, bottomless pit, possibly claustrophobic passages.
Frame rate's a little on the touchy side. I might be able to mod the settings. Let me... options, display, quality. Stick it on low for now. Alright, so I dumped the graphic quality down to low. Still beautiful. Still frame ratey. Still shit-tastic. We need some of this.
This is definitely a new nightmare. Not gonna lie though, I'm pretty sure I'm awake. Whew. Good thing I wasn't standing there when that landed.
Alright. We need sap. We need lots of sap. You know, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay now. I don't have any websites open. The only thing I have running right now is Steam and... Ooh. Grass looks way different. Oh, hey. Sweet. Water.
Yeah! At least it's clean. Ish.
We got a stone. A stone. One stone. We need quite a few pebblets in order to make what we need. This game really isn't that bad looking on low. I'm actually kind of shocked. I expected it to look like garbage on low. Not gonna lie. It is very, very strange. Hey, it's an aphid. Probably could have nailed him with a rock and had lunch. Or in this case, dinner. Alright.
There must be someone in charge of this science
Analyze some stuff here. We
Haven't
need
seen any signs of anyone else.
to analyze plant fiber.
Keep me guessing.
Great, thank you. It takes way longer to analyze now. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, cool. Gotta wait a couple hours for the... Oh, there's energy bars. Hell yes. What? Alright, let's do some quick crafting. Because we need... this. We need a pebblet hammer, and we need a pebblet spear, and we need a pebblet axe. We don't have enough pebblets for any of that stuff. We have a hammer, which means we can get more pebblets. Primarily from this pebble right here. Yeah, the main reason I'm doing the upgrade is because I do stream. I like to stream at least once a week. I don't get to stream as often as I'd like to because I have a family, and family takes precedence over most everything else. But streaming is something that I love to do, and if I do it right, I figure I can potentially make money from it. So it's gonna take some time, but I think we can get there. We need a pebblet axe, we need a pebblet spear, we need 2 more sprigs. Nope, that's not gonna suffice. We need... You go in slot 2. There, okay. We're gonna need some dry grass. Oh, snazzy. Okay, there should be enough of a charge now to do the pebblet. There is. Great.
Science.
Yeah, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Alright, we need to chop up some grass. So in one of the updates that they did, it did it to where if you remove... Oh, there's no charge left. Okay. If you remove the base of the grass now, the grass no longer grows back. So you can actually build a base without having grass like randomly poking through your house, which is super cool. Oh, congratulations on a submission. That's fantastic. Who did you submit through? If you don't mind me asking. Yes, I've played No Man's Sky. It's one of the games I would love to stream at some point, but I don't have the resources to stream it. Really? Oh, that's exciting. Hopefully we'll talk about it at the retreat. I love me some submissions. Especially brandy new ones. Brandy new ones make me very happy. There's raw science down here somewhere. At least there used to be. Well, they took the raw science out of the puddle. Really? I did not know that. Huh, how about that? Well, that's awesome.
Okay, that is definitely not normal.
Did not know that. Jodan is loosely based off of you. Huh. Had no clue.
I have limits. Or, I guess I thought I did.
Let's munch some, Yes, there we go. That's what we need. Climbing on up. Woo!
What's the worst thing that could happen? Looks like something is happening. Well, that was anticlimactic. Looks like the other two lasers are blocked.
Alright, let's chop down this piece of grass. It's a new puddle. Hey! Welcome to the stream, Point Blank. Jodan's a hell of a character. I think he's great. I wish there was more Jodan. I went the wrong way. Hey, there's a weevil. Yeah, James is a writing machine, man. He's really rocking it. Don't know if you're familiar with Aaron Crash, but Aaron Crash is also a beast of a writer. Sup, Weevil? Hey, you know, everybody's got to have their gig. It's good stuff. Beautiful. Now I can build walls and stuff. Now we can construct a base somewhere that's relatively flat. Praxis Tower. What's that? I'm not familiar. Yeah, I am one of those writers. I was gifted, and by gifted I mean gifted, the opportunity to write within James's world. I absolutely mean gifted. There is no reason why anybody should have let me write in a world like that, but they did, and I am eternally grateful. Clunk. I got some gnat meat. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Gnat meat. It's funny because I'm Nat. Alright, let's do some... Gnat fuzz research.
Science.
Alright, cool. So we don't have enough science at the moment, because we need 1,000 raw science in order to get what I'm after. But I think I am going to build, or at least start building back here, in this flattish terrain here. Yeah, no, his art is fantastic. It's some pretty beastly stuff. Like, hi. Yep, there's lunch. Find water. Let's see if we can find some water. How much inventory space do we have? Okay, we've got an entire box full of inventory space. That's good news. We gotta move. Something we desperately need. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. That is some seriously good art that he's done. Just the few things that he posted in the Discord. Amazing. Alright, I can't do anything with that weed yet. Or that weed. I need a dandelion. Yeah, self-doubt is nasty, and I struggle with it considerably. It is not something that I am good with. It is not something that I am proud of, but self-doubt is definitely a killer. Oh, this is the... Is that the spider den? Yes, that's the spider den. We're not playing around with the spider den right now. Primarily because I do not have a death wish. So we're gonna do what I typically do. Do I have anything else I can analyze right off? Yes, weevil meat. Okay.
Science.
Nice. Weevil shield. Beautiful. We need water. Water. Let's see if we can... Hey, there's a dandelion up on the hill. That's good. We don't need a dandelion right now as much as we need water. There should be poncho over here. I need to gather some clovers. That's wonderful. Not at this point. I would rather have a little bit of armor before I start axing the spiders a couple of questions. You know what I'm saying? Clover, on the other hand. Clover I need. Even for a lean-to, I need clover, so... There's the poncho. I knew it was around here somewhere. A little bit of Tropicop. Hit it up. There we go. Food and water. Gotta love it. Alright. I think we have enough time to... Do I have the resources necessary to build a torch? I do. I have the necessary resources to build almost a sprig bow at this point. 4 raw weevil meat? Wow. We're going to need a torch for a couple of reasons. I can't build the spiky sprig yet because I need thistle needles, but soon. Then, my friends, then we can fight ourselves a spider or two. But not before we have the spiky sprig. Which, in order to get the spiky sprig, we need thistle needles, which I think there's a thistle not too far from here, if I remember correctly. several bees out, which is bad news for me early on. There's some water there. Or some dew, rather. No, I'm sorry. That is really hard. I know how that feels. Honestly, I wouldn't even be with Shadow Alley Press if my wife hadn't literally forced me to hit that submit button. Speaking of. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, it's getting dark. We're going to... Well, we're going to make a lean-to here.
Seems like something's digging around underneath us.
And I can't get to it because I don't have a shovel. Need a chunk of acorn in order to get to the shovel stage. So, let's see. First step, we need a lean-to. We're going to hang out next to the Tropicop. And... Gotcha. Something big is moving the grass over there, and I do not want to find out what it is.
Late. If I don't make some
Oh, it's an
shelter,
ant.
I bet some horrible insects will come around and eat me or something.
Okay, we need shelter. We're not going to do it on this path, because that is a mistake. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think bugs can get on top of this. So we're going to... We need... What do we need? We need a roasting spit. Invalid surface. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Used to be able to build on top of this. Alright. Back to the poncho. Well, I mean... It is difficult. There we go. Alright. Light it up. We'll let that roast. We'll clear this out real quick. Not that we need any grass planks at the moment. Hey, thanks for the like, Brandy. Much appreciated. Got it. That's what we're after. Okay. That should be cooked at this point. There we go. We don't need food at the moment. What we need is we need a lean-to. So let's build that real quick. Alright, there we are. There. Alright, so we got roughly... Hi. Can I help you with something? Okay, bye. Noxious critter. What? What? Why did my spear kick out of my inventory? That doesn't make any sense. Alright. Spear is what we want. So I think we're going to build around the poncho. Maybe. Haven't decided yet. The downside of building here is that we're kind of not really in a... I guess we're sort of in the center of the map. That also causes some problems. Oh, what's over here? This is a new area. Not seen that area before. Unless that's the berry bushes, which is possible. It sort of causes problems in that you have to travel a good distance for everything. And I don't like traveling in this game. It's hard to travel at night. And the days seem to... Man, they feel really short sometimes. Alright. What do we got going on here? Alright, how much time do we have left until night? We have an hour and a half. Yeah! I can see the similarities to Pikmin. My friends and I like to call it Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the video game. There's a stone in here. Can always use more pebblets. I will eventually build a pallet for these. But for now, I probably shouldn't be cutting the base of the grass up, because that doesn't respawn anymore. Is that aphid honeydew? Where'd it go? A snail shell. I cannot do anything with yet. I'm willing to bet that's going to be added on later in the game. Alright, nightfall should be literally right around the corner. Yeah, low stamina, I know. Do a lot of running. Wow, this spontaneous lagging is kind of getting annoying. I think it has something to do with my background changing. Anyway. Okay, so we're just gonna freeze up, that's cool. There it goes. Auto-saving. Oh, you're gonna auto-save and then crash. That's fun. You can always get more grass. The problem with this is... grass goes very fast. You can have 150 chunks of grass, and it'll be gone before you even realize it. Honestly, if I can get a pebblet foundation built here, this might not be a bad place to build. Question is, can I build a pebblet foundation? Or do I need to buy that? I don't remember. Clonk. Alright, night mode has started. Let's get these grass chunks here and get to bed quickly. There are some very nasty things that happen at night in this game. Very, very nasty creatures come out.
I'm gonna fall asleep standing up if we go much longer.
And we froze again. Cool. Loving the freezing. Wake up. There it goes. No, it doesn't. There. Now it's going? Question mark? You. Come here and be annoying. I need dinner for later. Oh, that's bright. There we go. Throw the raw nat meat on there. Hee. That will never not be funny.
I'd eat this normally.
There we go. We got plenty of raw, or we got plenty of meat, which is good. Needed some poncho for the day. Did it spawn? No. Freezer land. Yeah, no kidding. That did, though. You know what? Gotcha. No! Get away from my water. Aw, now my spear's stuck in the plant. There it goes. Got it. Alright, cool. Okay, so our goal for this particular episode. Oh, jeez. We need to investigate that real quick. Like, there's lots of ants. Hey, my chat just crashed. That's cool. I love it when chat just shuts itself. Ha! Spider. This isn't the laser with the photovoltaic complications. Where are you? Oh, there's quite a bit of water. Got it. So my chat froze and crashed entirely. So hold on a second. We're going to pause and we're going to refresh the chat. There we go. Now I can see chat again. Oops. Oh shit. Ugh. Alright, cool. There we go. Okay. That's great. Alright, resume. There we go. Excellent. Okay. I don't want to build a workbench right now. What are you doing? Stop doing it. Oh my god. Okay, we're back. Now that the world has acted while I was away. So here's the base of one of the laser stands. And unfortunately, it's full of not gnats, mites. I thought there was a thistle around here somewhere. I don't see one. Gotcha. Come on.
What do we have lurking around out here?
Not okay. Not cool. Oh, the freezing is becoming a problem. Okay. So we're just gonna freeze. That's cool. That makes my life much better. Hello. Cool. So, this is where the stream ends. Thanks for coming, everybody. Oh, look, there goes the game. Hey, you. What is this, a mini boss room? What is this? What is this? What is this mess? Oh, great. Okay. All right. Stop it. Stop freezing. So this is where the stream ends, guys. Sorry that I can't do more. It's freezing like crazy. And likely the next time that I have the opportunity... It's not an anthill. Likely the next time I have an opportunity to do it will be after the upgrade. So thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. It's going to take forever for it to save, too. It's just going to completely and totally crash on me. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's just let it go. Let it go, let it go. Playthrough 2DB9. That sounds right. No idea what that means, but that sounds right to me. Alright. You know what? The autosave at 9:47 is going to have to do. Because this is ridiculous. The whole game just crashed on itself. It literally just crashed. Cool. So, that was fun. Yeah. Yes, point blank. That is, in fact, the goal of the episode, to keep the game and chat running at the same time. Much appreciated for you noticing that. So we're going to play something a little different, because I still have some viewers here. Yeah, that blood explosion at the freeze point was great, right? That was pretty fantastic. So we're going to... Grounded is no longer running. I don't know why you think it's still running. We're going to have to Control-Alt-Delete, I can tell. So the good news about Grounded is that it's in early access. The bad news about Grounded is that it's in early access. So that's weird. It doesn't seem to be running. Oh, you know what I have running that I didn't realize I have running? Freaking Overwolf. It's probably part of the issue here. That's eating up a lot of resources. I know that for a fact. Come on. Come on. Alright, cool. Alright. I got one more game up my sleeve. If I can get the universe to stop thinking I'm playing Grounded. Grounded's not running anymore. Stop playing. Oh, for Pete's sake. We're going to have to... What is going on with Steam? Steam is just being a little pain in the ass tonight. Let's see. Crash handler process. End task. Crash pad handler. End task. There we go. That should do. Where's Overwolf? I need to cut that down. Overwolf suspended. End task. End task. Overwolf overlay. End task. Goodbye. It's a matter of finding the right Overwolf and killing it is the issue. Okay, so Overwolf is dead. Yeah, I know, there's an error. Blah, blah, blah. No surprise there. What is straining 77% of my CPU? Of course. OBS. Hey, I saw you. Where'd you go? You are not running anymore. You are supposed to be dead. Goodbye. There we go. Grounded is officially off. At least it should be. I found it in the process and I made it go away. Still concerned about using 72% of my CPU. Alright, let me see here. Still say I'm playing Grounded? Okay, and now Steam is crashing. Cool! Steam is frozen, so that's fun. There we go. Alright, cool. Now it's working, okay. I lied. Steam is frozen again. Surprise. So, let's see. I got one more trick up my sleeve for tonight. And if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to call it for the night because I'm tired of fighting with it. Okay, Steam is having a meltdown. The goal of this episode is to keep Steam running, apparently. So let's talk about authoring. Let's talk about writing. So I've been writing since I was probably 12. Spent most of my time writing dark poetry, like every good 12-year-old does. Took some of that to DeviantArt when I was in high school and college. Had quite a following. Right, yeah. Obviously, I'm still playing Grounded. Definitely not stuck or anything. I had a DeviantArt for a little while. Kind of got in trouble. Got banned from the internet by my parents for quite some time. Aside from schoolwork use, and ended up transposing some of that work to Word docs. I have something along the lines of like 25, maybe 30 Word documents of books floating around on various different hard drives in various different places. None of them are finished, but they are quite... Some of them are good, some of them are terrible, just like everything in this world. Yes, writing is very difficult. I am a heavy free writer. I spend most of my time free writing, as opposed to outline writing, which causes problems. For instance, Manifest Destiny, book that's coming out here shortly. How soon? That I don't know. That's up to the publishing house. That's up to Shadow Alley Press. But Manifest Destiny, I wrote the entire book, and then I wrote the second half of the book again. And then I wrote the second half of the book for a third time. And that is the danger of free writing, is that sometimes it works out way worse than you want it to. Sometimes it works out great. Sometimes it does not. So I keep my free writing to Royal Road now. Yes, Dame, I am a pantser, not a planner. And the work on Royal Road is obvious in that I got to chapter 18 and ran out of things to write. Not so much that I ran out of things to write, I just kind of ran out of steam. I started a new job, I had less time to work on it, and it kind of fell by the wayside. Oh my god, this is taking forever for Steam to realize that it is existent on my computer. That's a problem. Okay, goodbye. Try again. But yes, Dame, I am a pantser, not a planner. James will tell you as much. Chat keeps crashing on Twitch here. My multi-stream chat keeps failing miserably. It just vanishes now and again. Maybe I should change my Discord or my my stream settings to just chatting. Seems like that's what I've been doing most of the night, is just chatting, because I can't seem to keep conversations rolling in the multi-stream. So it's the invisibility spell, indeed. Yes, it is. That was a game that I desperately wanted to play on stream. Was Baldur's Gate 3. But it's not fantastic. It's pretty good, but it's not great. I'm pretty well disappointed in it. Oh my god, why is Steam like broken? What is going on here? Steam is broken, y'all. I don't understand what's going on. System interrupts are using up 99% of my CPU. That's part of the problem. Let's delete. Let's close Slack. And maybe things will speed up if I close Slack down. Nope, my taskbar is frozen. That's cool. Alright, let's kill you from here. Slack is dead. Discord. I have Discord running on my phone. So we'll kill Discord. And goodbye. There we go. Taskbar showed up finally. That's nice of it. My entire computer is freezing. This is fun. This is fun. Alright. And that upgrade is going to be nice. Yes. So I wrote a short story on... I didn't write a short story. I wrote a story on Royal Road. It is called Grim Darkfire. And it is a dungeon core experience. It is trying so hard, point blank. It is really trying so hard. This poor machine is so old. So, Grim Darkfire is a dungeon core story, but it's not about a dungeon core, it's about a dungeon lord. So it's kind of not your typical dungeon core story, but I had a good time with it. And there's 19 chapters live on Royal Road. You're welcome to go check those out. Leave some comments, leave some feedback, whatever you'd like. That I am literally free writing. There is no outline for Grim Darkfire. Grim Darkfire is a completely free written process. So it is. It has an end. I have 3 books planned for Grim Darkfire. But I'm doing it my way, which is the reason why it's on Royal Road. And I'm doing it to the best of my ability. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yes, exactly. Winging a story together. It's actually quite good. Lots of people like it. The issue is I stopped working on it, and as a direct result of that, I have lost the momentum that I had with it, and it was good momentum. Like, I was writing a chapter a day, roughly. Chapter every couple of days. There we go. Close that. Let's do this. Nope, that's not what we want. We want We don't want that. 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 We want this. Except we don't want that visible. And we want this. Let's Control Z that real quick. There we go. Intermission screen. Where are you? Chat box. Primary monitor, webcam, game capture. Intermission screen. Where are you and why do you not exist? Yeah, that's good enough for me. Alright. There we go. That's better. I forgot I had an intermission screen. Now chat will show up in the chat box as opposed to just floating around in dead space, which is nice. So, let's do this. Let's forget about Steam for a bit, because it's just not loading, which is incredibly obnoxious. And we'll load Pretzel. We'll listen to some music and talk for a bit. Update myself to just chatting on Twitch, and maybe we'll get some people. Maybe we won't. So if you guys have a question about writing a book, or if you guys have a question about my stories in general, if you guys have a question about me, hey, the chat box works. Sweet, I love it. You guys have a question about me, toss it in the thing. I am mostly an open book, so... I like the live chat box. That's pretty cool. Pretzel gonna load? Pretzel. Hello. There we go. Alright. We'll get some music up in here. Once it loads. So Grim Darkfire is entirely a winged story. But it's good. And I have a plan for it. An open book that I'm writing. Yes, technically speaking, this is correct. Okay. Alright, Twitch. You're being... Everything is being... Yeah, I suppose an open book that I'm writing is, in fact, the definition of my life, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a smarmy statement, but I like it. My life is an open book that I'm writing. It's good. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Thanks for that suggestion. So eventually, Pretzel will load. God, I need a new CPU so bad. You never really realize how bad things are until they're just really terrible. Oh, so one of the cool things that I backed recently is, yeah, we're jumping topics because I have ADD real bad. No, the internet. It's not the internet. It's my computer in general. My computer in general doesn't agree with me hardly ever. What's a really good quote? My life is an open book that I'm constantly writing. Anyway, we're jumping topics because I have really bad ADD. Again, with the statement about ADD, that's nice. Where was I going with that? Oh, so I play pretty heavily on backer kit and What's the other one? What's the other one? The other one. Not backer kit. It's I don't want premium. I'm not paying for premium. Go away. Listen to Chill Station. Play. Play music. Do it now. I asked you to play. Now play. Okay, it'll get there eventually. Yes, hopscotch to a new topic. Backer kit and God, what is the other one that's super popular? There we go. Music finally kicked in. I have it on Kickstarter. Yes, finally got it. No, definitely not. So Kickstarter is one of my favorite places to play around, and I spend quite a bit of time there, and I found Genki, as you can see here.
I think everybody needs a friend. I'm gonna give him one right here.
Human Things, they had a cool little item called a covert dock that allows you to turn any outlet into a Nintendo Switch dock. So I was like, I'm down for that. I would love to be able to travel with my Switch and not have to carry that bulky ass dock all over the place, right? So I bought one, and I was like, hey, this is pretty sweet. I can use this in my office and play my Switch on my PC. So started doing that a little bit, and it was really nice because it was super convenient. And then they came out with the Shadowcast, which is this sweet little device that turns an HDMI port into a streaming platform. So not only do they have a covert dock, which turns literally any outlet into an HDMI port, but it also allows you to stream anywhere, anytime, without an issue. So I bought one of those. And so now I managed to completely and totally avoid the $350 price tag for a capture card, which my computer wouldn't tolerate anyway because it obviously doesn't like streaming. And I was able to stream my Switch to my PC onto OBS, which is the streaming platform that I use, for like $50, I think is all that the two pieces cost me. So $50 to stream on my PC by combining the covert dock, which I have plugged into the wall down here, and the Shadowcast. So I literally just plug my Switch into... Where'd it go? Yeah. So I plug my Switch into this cable right here. See that? Yeah, nice little USB-C. That's it. Plug my Switch into the cable, and it streams directly to my PC, which is pretty fantastic. It's pretty fantastic. I like it a lot. And it's way cheaper than buying a capture card, which we just discussed my computer would probably have a nuclear meltdown over anyway. So yeah, that was my big purchase on Kickstarter, was the Genki Covert Dock and the Genki Shadowcast by Human Things. And I would 100%, if anybody wants to stream their Nintendo Switch, if anybody wants to stream their Nintendo Switch, I 100% suggest purchasing those two items, and it's real simple to do. So I just bought Disgaea 6, and I'm planning on streaming that, but I haven't gotten around to streaming it yet. I was kind of hoping to upgrade my PC first before I start streaming again. Tonight was more of an experimentation just to see if I could, in fact, still stream with my antiquated hardware. But it feels like things are not going according to plan anymore. So, but Disgaea 6, I'm planning on streaming from my Switch, primarily because I've played every single Disgaea game ever, and I intend to continue. I am a little disappointed with it right off the bat because I've done all of 3 maps and my characters are level 60 some odd, whereas in previous Disgaea games you took your time and leveled. It seems like Disgaea 6 was really intended to push the boundaries of how quickly you can level to 9,999. I mean, it has something in it called Super Reincarnation, which is like you get a bonus for every time you reincarnate, like a bigger bonus than previously. But it's still... I don't know. There's something about it that seems wrong. Like, being level 65 with hundreds of thousands of HP right off the bat just doesn't flow right in my mind. So it makes me a little bit on the leery side for it later. Oh yeah, the level cap of all Disgaea games has always been 9,999 times 10, because you can reincarnate, or you can get to 9,999 10 times on a single character. And typically that's the maximum stats that you can achieve with any character is that. So, yeah, it's a huge level cap, and people do it all the time. There's videos of people reaching 9,999 for the 10th time on YouTube that have millions of views. I don't have the patience to do that, unfortunately, but I would love to, so... But yeah, Disgaea 6 is probably going to be the game that I stream. I'm likely going to start it over to stream, because no one likes to pop into a stream like halfway through a game. Or if they do, it's because they've already watched the person play the first half of the game. So there's that. But ultimately... there's a survival game that I want to stream that's not grounded. What was it? I can't remember off the top of my head what it was called. No, Neptunia went to 999. I know that because I played the crap out of them. I've played all of the Neptunia games as well, including Super Neptunia 4 Goddesses Online. Loved that game. That was fantastic. It made me feel like Sword Art Online, but with a much higher level cap. But yeah, it was good. I've enjoyed my time with Neptunia games. One game that I have that I... Hold on a second. One game that I have not played much of. The Pixel remaster of Final Fantasy. I might buy that. Scarlet Nexus looks good. Yeah. Greedfall Gold Edition. I have Greedfall. One of the games that I have loved in the past is the Atelier series. And I have Atelier Ryza and Atelier Ryza 2. But my thing with the Atelier series lately is that it has turned into a time management game as opposed to an RPG. And I do not care for that. I think it started with Atelier... What was her name? Start with an M. And I think I have it on PC, actually. Atelier. I do not have it on PC. Anyhow, it turned into a time management game where you couldn't necessarily grind, and you had limited time to basically to finish the game. And that was not something I was down for. Not something I was really super interested in. So I've kind of been on the fence about starting Atelier Ryza, because I'm worried that it's going to be another time management game, but at the same time I really want to play another Atelier game because I've had such a good time in the past with them. I started with Atelier Iris 2 back on the PS2, and I've played almost every Atelier since then. Another game that I want to stream is Tales of. I really want to get back into not Berseria, the one before Berseria, the one that had the really, really shitty skill system. Steam loaded, by the way. Zestiria, that's what it was. I really want to get back into Tales of Zestiria and play it through. I got about 3/4 of the way through it on PS3, PS4. One of the two. I got about halfway through it, maybe 2/3 of the way through it. And then a legendary skunk kicked my entire team's ass, so I stopped playing. And then I just kind of lost interest and kind of fell apart after that. And now I haven't had time to go back and play it, unfortunately. So I kind of missed out on Berseria. And now Tales of Arise is coming out soon, and I really need to catch up on the Tales of series before Arise comes out, because I really want to play Tales of Arise. Like, I have Berseria, I've played about... Yeah, there's so much to it. I've played about an hour and a half of the Tales of Berseria game, but that was back whenever I was streaming all of my games off of a 1 terabyte hard drive that was USB linked to my computer, and it was causing memory malfunctions and crashing like constantly. So there's a big thing. If you are planning on playing games on your PC, do not do it from an external hard drive unless you have it hardwired, because it will just constantly crash, and it's not great. Yeah, Tales games are awesome. I've never seen a Tales game that I did not like. No, that's not true. Tales of Wind, the MMO on mobile devices, is not a Tales of game, and I hate it. Because it claimed to be a Tales of game, and then it ended up being not even remotely close to anything that I was interested in playing. So I think I played it for maybe 2 or 3 hours as a cleric just to play it, because I am a cleric player. That's what I play. It's just kind of what I do. And it sucks. It's a bad game. Don't play it. Speaking of which, Repels. Repels is one of my all-time favorite MMOs. Old, very old. Taken off PC. The following for it died. It's also like a 10-year-old game, maybe even older than that, 15 years. I played it back in grad school, and even then it was in its aged experience. It was getting old at that point. So I noticed a couple of days ago that Repels is coming back on mobile. So that's exciting. I might stream it from my phone when it goes live. I'm looking forward to that. I do have OBS on my phone, So I'll be able to stream to my primary 3 locations, my Twitch, my YouTube, and my Facebook, when Repels comes out on the phone. So I'll probably do that because I loved that game to pieces, and I cannot wait to play it again. Here I am monopolizing the just chatting time, whenever it's supposed to be a time for you people to ask me questions. Yeah, MMOs can be good streaming material. Sometimes they are great, sometimes they are not. One of my all-time favorite MMOs that I would love to get to stream is Final Fantasy XIV. And I have it fully updated on my computer. I have played the living hell out of it, but I can't stream it for reasons similar to the reason why I'm having trouble streaming Dark Souls now. Aging hardware, basically, is the problem. So I don't know what to do with that aside from just basically upgrade the system, which will happen soon, just not today. Let's see, what other games have I played? You name it, I've probably played it. I've played thousands upon thousands of video games in my history. I've played every Final Fantasy game. I haven't finished every Final Fantasy game, but I have played every Final Fantasy game. I like to think that I am fairly competent when it comes to RPGs, but I'm not always that way. I do not. Okay, so Hyrule Warriors. I had the one on 3DS, and I got to a stage that I could not finish because either the mobs killed Princess Zelda too quickly, or I couldn't get through the mobs fast enough to rescue her. And it didn't matter how much I leveled and how much I trained and how much I did, what character I used, it did not matter. I could not finish the mission. So I gave up playing it. And from what I understand, there are missions that are very similar in the new Hyrule Warriors game. And as a direct result, I will not play them. I ran into that issue with the Orochi Warriors game, and I ran into that issue with the Dynasty Warriors game series, and I will no longer play them because of those particular issues. Yeah, Final Fantasy XIV would be nice to play with other people. I have a living and active guild that still has me in it, despite my considerable absences. They're very cool, and I love them. They are great people. They respect me for who I am, and respect the fact that I have a life. And don't kick people out based on inactivity, which is nice. So I can go back anytime, and I always get a welcome, which is nice. And yeah, but I didn't have Wii U. I just had a Nintendo 3DS, so I played what I had the opportunity for. So. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. I've thought about streaming it, but I just can't. I just can't. I can't tolerate the game anymore. Like, I've run into too many issues in the past with it, so... Yeah, I can't for the life of me think of what it's called, but yes, I agree. It is a prequel to Breath of the Wild. But that is also one I will not play because of the aforementioned complications. Now, I haven't finished Breath of the Wild. I may stream that. I may start over. I'm not very far in the game, but I may stream that. That's an option. Yes. It is a frustrating game. That's a game I might stream again. Cyrillin. I had a good time with it during the brief period of time that I played it. And it was a good time. It was a good time. I wonder if I'll ever go back to it. Guess I could have played RimWorld tonight. I didn't think about that. I do have... a streaming account for RimWorld. Oh, quite a few of my friends are playing Days Gone. That's a game that I would love to stream, is Days Gone. Just haven't bought it yet. Is it on sale right now? Yes, writing. Ask your question, Bridgekeeper. I'm not afraid. It is not on sale. So writing. What about writing? What would you like to know? What got me into writing in the first place? That's an excellent question. What got me into writing in the first place? A few things. My desire to create, my series of emotions that I couldn't express in verbal order, which led to the dark poetry era of my life. And just the challenges of being a teenager. Lots of things led me to writing. the desire to create mostly. Just, I was reading a lot, and I was like, none of these books really scratch that itch that I'm after. Like, I want something specific, and none of these books are providing that specific thing. So I dove into the idea of writing my own books, and I had ideas and dreams and considerations and entire worlds floating around in my head. In fact, I still have whole worlds, entire fleshed out communities, entire books floating in my head that just haven't made it to paper yet. One of the things that I would like to do is do a free writing stream where I just sit here and I free write and I stream my writing. But I don't know if people would even be remotely interested in that. I guess it wouldn't matter. Ultimately, it's my writing, it's my stream, I can do what I like here for the most part. Short of like basically writing blackline smut, you know. I can do what I want for the most part with my stream. So I guess a writing stream wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. It would be kind of cool to have it as an option for my Patreon. Not that I have very many Patreon follows either. I'm really bad with social media. I'm so bad with social media. I need to hire someone, but I can't pay them is the problem. I don't make enough on my books to pay a marketer or a social media PR person. And I had one, but unfortunately, and fortunately at the same time, she got a job that's full-time, and she got a job that's full-time and can't do my PR stuff anymore. So, well, this is my favorite story. I have a passion project that I'm working on that I wrote entirely on my phone. It's a book called Falling Eden, and it's a post-apocalyptic modern day fantasy novel with magic and mayhem and monsters and dungeon crawling and spells and skills and talents and abilities and trees and item information, and it's floating in my head, but I can't get it on paper. It just won't write. I've struggled with it. I wrote the whole book from start to finish on my phone once, and I pitched it to Shadow Alley Press when I first started writing with them. And they were like, oh, it's good, but you need to focus on one project at a time, which I completely understand and completely agree with. And that was where Vlad came from. And then post-Vlad, I was given the opportunity to write my own story, and Manifest Destiny came of that. And that was kind of a fun thing. But I have yet to write Falling Eden more than what's on my phone. And it's not bad. It's just not good. It's not long enough to be a novel, but it's too long to be a novella. So it's kind of a strange combination of things. But that is by far that, and Death Be Not Proud. I have a work in progress from forever ago, where the main character's name is Tyrannus, and he is, not to spoil it too hard, but he is the emissary of death, and he comes to Earth in the late, I haven't decided if it's late 1800s or early 1900s, maybe middle 1900s, 40s, 50s. And he is he's found by this farming family. He's all beat up. There's a crater where they find him. He's just broken arm, broken leg, various different maladies. And it's sort of a sappy semi-romance with a fantasy theme sort of thing. That's probably one of them. I don't have much else, unfortunately. Lots of people like the Ballad of Jaro Edgewalker. That's pretty good. I like that one. That one was fun to write. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's definitely top 3, being that I only have like 5. So, yeah. So, Falling Eden is probably my first favorite. And then my second favorite is probably Death Be Not Proud. But neither of those are written, so. Favorite completed book, favorite completed story is Vlad 3. There's just so much that went into that book, and so much storytelling, and so much freedom that I had to write Vlad's story. It was just such a good time. Which of my characters would I say I would want to be if I could choose? I don't know. I treat them all pretty badly. Like, I treat all of my characters like crap because people love that. But, if I could be any one of my characters, I would probably choose Vlad. Just because he has such an expansive allowance of things that he can do. And I wrote him that way on purpose. He is a wild card in a very, very stubborn, solid deck. And I wanted to make sure that when I was writing future Vlad books, which there will be more Vlad. When I was writing future Vlad books, I had a lot of ways I could go. And I think I did that pretty well. Obviously, I'm no expert by any means. I've only written 500,000 words. But I like to think that I know what I'm doing to some extent. Although Edgewick, the lead character from Manifest Destiny, he takes a close second on that because he's a trip and a half, and I think you're really going to like him when you read him. At least I hope so. Yeah, probably Vlad or Edge. Those would be my choices. Not that you've had an opportunity to read anything about Edge. Nobody has, aside from the Alpha team and the Beta team at Shadow Alley Press. But I think you'll enjoy him when you read him. He's got a lot of life in him and a lot to learn. I noticed I've got 3 viewers here. Somebody toss a question in the chat. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Whatever you want to know. Whatever it is about writing or my books or anything along those lines, I don't care. You can ask any question. I'll answer to the best of my ability. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out tonight. My game streaming kind of shot itself, unfortunately. Nothing wanted to work right, and everything was freezing. One of the downsides of having antiquated hardware. So. Speaking of hardware, there's these boxes over to the right here, right there. Those are my new upgrades. They're just not unpacked yet. For those of you that are just joining, I am NH Paxton. I am an author with Shadow Alley Press. I have 3 books and 2 anthologies that I'm published in, and they fall under the literature RPG category. If you have any questions, I am an open book. Please, by all means, toss them in chat, and I'll do the best I can to answer those questions for you. Sometimes it's just nice to sit here and listen to some music and just be with my life. There's a lot of times where I can't just vibe, and that is a challenge. Lots of people can just be like, yeah, man, I'm just feeling like me today. I'm just vibing. And it's like, well, that's cool. I don't ever feel that. So tonight I feel pretty okay. I'm having a good time with it. So. Not done a just chatting stream ever. So this is very new for me. Just kind of hanging out and talking. Fidget a lot. Pretty bad ADHD for the most part. So fidgeting is something I do. Play with a lot of stuff. I have lots of stuff on my desk. Fidget spinner. It's kind of an old toy, but it exists, and I have a good time with it. I've got a little squishy dude that this is my struggle ducky. Whenever I'm having a hard time, I talk to him or I beat him, just depending on the situation. So one of my big things in writing is I often find it to be rather emotionally draining. Lots of people ask me, well, Matt, why do you do something that's emotionally draining for you? Well, the thing is, as a writer, you're not just a writer, but you're also a soldier. You're a warrior, you're a wizard, you're a sorcerer, you're a queen, you're a king, you're a slave, you're a fisherman, you're a flirt, you're a cheater, you're a liar, you're a card player, you're a million different things. And it's so difficult sometimes to put yourself into those personalities that it becomes emotionally draining because you have to be so many different people all at the same time. It's sometimes a challenge to get into the right mindset to do those kind of things. But sometimes I manage okay. Sometimes I don't. So. I had no assistance whatsoever in writing 6 different characters in the Vlad stories. So I had to be 6 different people all at once in order to write them. And it was not easy. It's always a struggle. I don't remember what my sign-in is for Royal Road. I think that's it. I have 8 notifications. Interesting. Notifications. Cool. So I'm out of things to just kind of talk about. I don't know if you have more questions or if you guys have anything you want to ask me about or if you have any suggestions. I can kind of get off on a tangent sometimes, so if you hit the right buttons, sometimes that works. But feel free to throw comments in the chat. Get me started on a tangent. We'll talk for hours. I don't talk about anything political or religious on my streams. Those are big no-nos. Primarily because this is a widespread friendly stream, and I don't like to talk about things like that on a stream where I like to have my friends here. I respect a lot of people for a lot of different opinions and a lot of different things that they believe in. And I'm not going to sit here and bash anything along those lines. So, yeah.
Don't pretend you're no good, 'cause I can see your sunshine dripping out your sleeves onto my lifeline. All good, though you didn't mean to leave a trail for me, but you didn't know Trevor is. It's alright with me. If it's alright with you, then I could be whatever it is that you need me to. My love, 'cause you're golden.
I had some people asking me a few weeks back about work that I did on Royal Road.
Sleeping all the time, while you stay inside, safer to stay alive.
if you have time, I do have Grim Darkfire over on Royal Road. I'll post that comment, or I'll post that link in the chat here, and you can just have yourself a look-see. Feel free to read it. Feel free to leave comments. Feel free to hate it. Either way is fine. But it was a passion project that I was working on in my spare time while I was working on Vlad 3 and the start of Manifest Destiny. And unfortunately, it kind of fell apart whenever I got a new job. So that is where Grim Darkfire is. I will eventually pick it back up. I just need to read through it again to get the voice and get working on it. So at some point or another, that'll happen. If you guys don't have any more questions for me, I think I'm going to call the stream for the night. I'm pretty tired. I had my kids all day. They are all sick. And one kid's got pink eye, one kid's got an ear infection, another kid has some mysterious illness that we have yet to determine that's causing her to spike a wicked fever and just be incredibly malaise. So she's got a cough along with it, which is not great. So I'm pretty exhausted. I had to play solo parent all day. My wife was working and I was home. So I'm not saying that playing solo parent is like something I don't want to do. I don't mind doing it at all. It is part of my job after all. I assisted in the spawning of 3 children. So it's part of my job. But I did have to work with that all day, and it has been a challenging day. A challenging week at that. So if there's no other questions, I'm going to take off. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. I think I'm going to do more of this just chatting in the future. Just like a hangout with NH Paxton. Just kind of chill out and have ourselves a good time. Talk about stuff like writing and fancy things like that. And these super cute gloves that I have that I love. Yeah. So thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna... Hey, Rocky! What's up, buddy? Man, talk about popping in the last minute, huh? Yeah, I was just fixing to log off. It's been a long day. I've been streaming for roundabouts 2.5 hours now. So, I'm gonna take off. But you have a good night, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.